That's us, man. 24/7.
You should expect the unexpected. I mean,
Make it known that this is all about being 100% authentic.
We are live now.
So with that being said, let's jump right in.
All right. So let's move on, man. All right. So in 2 days, we are celebrating a national holiday. Let's clap it up for that, right?
Shout out to Joe Biden.
Shout out to Joe Biden, the Senate and the House for passing legislation making Juneteenth a national holiday. How y'all feel about that?
so before we jump into that, we get a little bit more clarity on that. Like, when exactly does the day off occur?
That's what I was gonna say.
Here's the thing. Off tomorrow. Juneteenth is it's on a weekend, right? It falls on Saturday, right?
Right, but usually, you have, like, when you have holidays falls on the weekend, you either got that Friday off or that Monday off, right?
So that is going to be up to the employer.
The company, yeah. My job is letting us leave 3 hours early tomorrow. But of course, obviously, that was before it became a national holiday. So I might log in to work and they'd be like, "Yo,"
because I think it was already a national holiday. I think now that it's a federal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So banks can close, schools can close. Government organizations like the VA, they can close. I just don't know.
Yeah. So I want to hear like what y'all plans are. But then the other thing, I've seen a lot of posts from Black people saying they don't know how they feel about white people being able to get off.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Stop it.
Right. They're like, you know what I mean? Like you don't this your ancestors weren't slaves. Why are you benefiting from this?
I did hear that when Johnny and I was driving around the streets of Charlotte. He was listening to D.L. Hughley. Shout out to D.L. Hughley. And he was kind of mentioning that. And, his thing also was that, it's like, you kind of start things kind of in the middle. It's like, you try to rectify and do right, but you're not going far enough in terms of doing right. That was his concern.
Right.
And he also joked about the fact that, you're going to have these white people getting time and a half and being able to benefit from this holiday when that shouldn't be the case, So to be honest, I don't know how to feel about it. I think it's a good step in the right direction. I will say that.
Yeah.
But I hope that you don't stop there, because unfortunately, everybody should have known about Juneteenth, Black and white. I mean, there were some Black people who didn't know about Juneteenth neither until a couple of years ago. Let's just keep it all the way tall.
Right.
So, there needs to be more. There needs to be things happening in the school systems to talk about Juneteenth more. There needs to be more awareness. What you think is happening now, definitely since the past couple of years, since things have been turning on their head. So I think it's a step in the right direction.
So what about those people who, but we got quite a few friends. They're like, "Oh, don't vote for Biden. Da, da, da. He don't care about us. He don't like Black people."
Are you saying just for this, or are you just saying it in general?
Just from because I feel like, do you feel like he's in the way of in the process of trying to help people understand that he is for Black people, or do you think this is just one of those things that he's just doing to prove that he can be, or do you what is this?
Well, I don't think this is all him, right? Because the legislation was brought up by the Senate first and then taken to the House, right? And all he has to do as president is sign it or not sign it. Right. I think he's publicly come out and made the commitment and said that he's definitely for the Black community. Like, if it wasn't for the Black community, he wouldn't be in office. If it wasn't for Clyburn, he wouldn't be where he is. He wouldn't have won South Carolina.
Stacey Abrams. Yes,
right.
Stacey.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think, it was the I don't know if y'all heard the speech that he gave during the anniversary of the Tulsa massacre.
Right.
But I think he actually he said some things as a president that no president has said, and I think he came flat out and made it known that, hey, he's here for it. He wants change. He wants to see change for the Black community, but he can't do it alone, right? You know what I mean? He needs the Senate. He needs the House, and even though they have the majority in the the Senate, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Majority in the Senate. I believe the House is 50-50.
50.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, but then even with that, House being 50-50, you have some, and it may be the other way, and it might be the other way, but I know, because who was it? Manchin in West Virginia, who's a Democrat, who tends to not necessarily vote straight ticket when it comes to advancing Democratic legislation. So,
So I was going to say, with the 50-50 split, it's set up that way, but it seems like it's
a Senate. It's a Senate that's 50-50 because
it leans in the Democrats' favor because of Vice President Harris.
Right.
Because she's able to make the deciding move.
Right. It leans in their favor, but you have a few Democrats who just like Manchin, who's not going to say, just because I'm a Democrat, I'm going to vote. But him being in West Virginia, a lot of his constituents, are pretty conservative Democrats. Right.
Now, the unfortunate part about that, we'll get back to Juneteenth in a minute, is, I tend to agree with his logic in terms of, just because I'm a Democrat doesn't mean I'm always going to side with Democratic legislation.
That's true.
But West Virginia is a different state too, man. And I don't want to offend my people or listeners who live in West Virginia, but it's just a little interesting out there.
It is. Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised they have a Democratic senator in West Virginia.
I thought you was going to say so.
Why are you saying because it's country, or?
Nah, they tend to lean more Republican in their views. I believe the governor is definitely Republican. So yeah. But
I also feel like, I know there were a lot of people that were like, Biden, back in the day he said this and he said that. And I feel like, being being close friends now with a Black president, and now you have, a woman of color that is on your, that's your vice president. Don't you think that kind of makes a difference in, the way you kind of feel and the things you do? I mean, I know a lot of people like, I have 5 Black friends, right? Which is kind of a sign that you kind of could be racist because you're saying that. But isn't this kind of like one of those situations where it's like he may be learning, the real behind all the stuff that's happening, and so now he really genuinely trying to help the Black community?
It appears that way. But I think the overall gist of it is that you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Like, you're just gonna have some people that's gonna be out there who are not going to be in agreement with Joe Biden for whatever reason. It just is what it is. In terms of what Joe Biden may have said in the past and what he's doing now, for those people who feel like they need to hold grudges or just continue to just bring up things that a person has said in their past and not give them the chance to really show that they may have changed, is shame on them, right? Because everybody grows, and I'm sure everybody has regrets over the actions that they've done and the things that they said. And there has to be an area and a space for growth and reflection, and be like, you know what, the Dev that I was when I was 16 is not the Dev that I was at 41, right? I'm not thinking the same way, and whatever I may have done then wasn't. I look at it now, and I should not have done that. And Joe Biden has been not victim. Joe Biden has been known to, make laws and vote for things in the past that has not been very conducive for Black people.
Crime bill.
Crime bill in particular. But, everybody should have a chance to kind of right their wrongs. And it seems like in this case, he's trying to do that.
Listen, I think Joe, I think we said it on one of the previous podcasts. I think he's 72, something like that.
Yeah.
70, he's in his 70s. Joe know he's on his last leg, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like he know. He like, yo, but you know how older people get when they get to a certain age. They're like, yo, I don't care what people think. I'm gonna say what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I only got a few years left. What you gonna do to me? Right. So that's what Joe is, man. He's really calling out systemic racism for what it is. And I think he's got a good cabinet to really address some of these things. I think he's got some good people in place. So
yeah, and that's the thing too. I mean, I think in every situation, especially with that, organizations, businesses, things like that, you're only as good as your team that you have with you, right? So if his cabinet is really there holding him accountable and making him kind of question some things, if they have a disagreement, and that's what you want. You want there to be some criticism that's going to make the whole team get better, and make sure everybody is challenging each other to do the right thing. So hopefully his cabinet is doing that, and and it seems like things are going in a better direction than what they did when Donald Trump was in office, which is a good thing. So let's give him a chance.
Yeah. So Juneteenth, Crystal, what you got planned?
I don't have anything planned at this time. I just saw that I live in Georgia, for those that don't know. So Marietta Square is going to be doing some Juneteenth celebrations. And so with me getting off at 2, I may take advantage of and just kind of like, slide through there and see what they got going on. I know they're going to be
talking about for tomorrow.
For tomorrow, yeah. They're going to have some performances out there and, doing some things out there in Marietta Square, which is out by where I live. So thinking about maybe going out there and seeing what they got going on.
All right, that's what's up. Dev, what you doing? You going to be in Charlotte or you headed back to Atlanta?
Nope, I'll be in Atlanta. Tomorrow, we don't have anything planned per se. I know on Saturday we're all going to get together with Crystal, which is actually because the 19th is Saturday, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we all going to get together then.
Y'all shooting fireworks?
Why would we shoot fireworks, Derek?
Just like they do on the 4th of July.
First of all, the way Devin asked that, you already know that was probably the way that he said that. It already makes you feel like it was the wrong thing to ask.
I just realized.
So do you know?
Yeah, it's to celebrate the freedom. Like this is when slaves. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, for some of our listeners that may not be, I don't know if there's anybody that's
Juneteenth,
not as privileged. Yeah, but I was gonna say, maybe you want to tell people what Juneteenth means.
So when the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, we didn't have internet and social media and all that stuff back then, right? So information had to be brought and traveled to, it had to travel different places. And so in Texas, Texas was one of the last states that they withheld the information initially. So it's some confusion on actually what happened. They said maybe the deliverer of the information was killed on his way there, but people believe that the slave owners wanted to get a certain amount of work out of the slaves that they had, and then, to prepare for the next harvest. And then after that, they shared the information with them. And it happened to be June 19th when that information was shared. And then that's when the last group of slaves or colony of slaves realized, hey, we're free. And so thus Juneteenth was birthed, and the celebration and all that stuff took place down in Texas.
I got my shirt ready. Devin really probably should have been the person to do, Devin is our Black History TikTok person. He probably should have done that. If he wasn't so busy trying to wine and dine his wife for her birthday during this week, we would have got it.
Such a terrible person.
Dev said, why the fireworks? That's why the fireworks, man. We celebrate just like they do on July 4th.
All right, so 2 questions, right? Well, first, Crystal, there's still time, right? Juneteenth is Saturday. So there's potential.
Still time.
Yeah,
there's still time. All right,
okay.
So, Derek, you said that so eloquently. I appreciate you giving me the explanation. I just want to know, if brought in is a real word, or did you say brought in?
Did I say brought? What did I say?
Yo, listen.
Did I say brought in?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I don't
Derek,
know.
Derek,
don't do this.
Did you
Derek, don't do, Derek, this does not end well. We see Walt has not been back on the podcast since Devin told him that it wasn't whatever it was, a fuel, whatever.
Listen, he being petty Pete Straw out here.
I'm telling you.
I was just asking a question. That's it. All right. So the second question I have is, do you remember anyone last year doing any fireworks? I mean, I know we was in the heart of the pandemic and all, but I don't remember any fireworks being shot.
Yeah, but but now it's a federal holiday, right? This is, we celebrating freedom, right?
So we should do the same thing that Independence Day is about.
We should.
Oh my God!
What about just having some of our own?
We should take all that, half of that money that they got allocated for the cities for the 4th of July and apply it to Juneteenth.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, this goes. Derek, why continue to do this with them?
But this is our resident politician. This is the mayor.
Why not? I mean, we spend money on other holidays to celebrate freedom and all this stuff. And so here in Nashville, we've inquired about that. Like I'm with a group. I'm with My Brother's Keeper. The initiative that President Obama started, where you mentor young men. And so we talked to city officials to see what the city was doing to celebrate Juneteenth. Look at that, fireworks. It
is. I was gonna say it has fireworks.
You see that? So but what we found out is that the city is going to they're going to light up the pedestrian bridge and they're going to light up Town Hall, right, for the colors of Juneteenth, right? But for the 4th of July, they going all out. Like they got all this money allocated and dedicated to fireworks and a big shebang, since everybody out here with no mask now. Right, so they're doing this huge celebration. So if this is a federal holiday, let's give it let's put some respect on its name.
All right, so here's the thing, because I know we got to wrap up too, because Chris got to perform.
Yeah, Chris got to perform.
Do not say that, because somebody doesn't listen to this whole show might not understand what perform means. That is unacceptable.
All right, so look,
I am a wholesome Christian woman.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I don't know if I agree with the fireworks thing.
Okay. All right.
I feel like
that's fair.
Juneteenth should have its own thing,
own thing, symbol.
4th of July, you got fireworks, hot dogs, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Juneteenth should be something. You should not compare that to 4th of July. So I don't know how I feel about the fireworks.
So 4th of July, their symbol is hot dogs too.
Yeah, Nathan's cookouts, the Nathan's hot dog competition happens on the 4th of July every year.
It does know that.
Yeah, it happens on the 4th of July every year.
Yeah,
I am totally unaware.
Yeah,
but I get that, but I think the fireworks is symbolic to of course they do it New Year's and all that, but it's symbolic to freedom, right? Celebration and freedom, right? And so I think,
or just celebration. Fireworks is just celebration.
Yeah,
people doing fireworks on New Year.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, let's just say celebration.
It should just
what should we do, Dad?
It should be red, yellow, and green fireworks.
I like it.
What do you think, Shawnee?
What else unique do you think that we could do to commemorate Juneteenth? Obviously there's going to be events, but what can we do to commemorate, like what, a parade, Juneteenth parade?
Yes.
Instead of fireworks?
I think what would be dope, I don't know if it would ever happen. I would think what would be dope is
you make it happen, brother.
Right. You truly do not purchase anything white.
Oh.
Like it truly is a
true blackout.
Blackout. Like all you doing is basically doing a type of
supporting black business,
whatever the marketplace is, black businesses, all of that. Truly, like, do that.
Okay,
that would be pretty awesome.
See, Dev, go ahead and get on social media and go ahead and start spreading that. Go ahead and create some type of graphic and put it out there. I bet you it'll go viral. I bet you.
We'll see.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Do it. All right. So I think tomorrow the Nashville Soccer Club is going to be doing they're going to be doing an event tomorrow with, cool kids, food, fireworks, all that stuff and everything, celebrating Juneteenth or whatever. So I'm thinking about taking the kids there. My wife's nephew is here. So I think we're going to take the kids. My uncle and aunt are coming into town this weekend. So they asked about Juneteenth. The plan was to go to the Uncle Nearest distillery.
Oh, listen, my brother is doing a presentation, he's talking about Uncle Nearest tomorrow at a event for Juneteenth in Tampa tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow or Saturday. About Uncle Nearest, because he works for Brown Foreman, which represents Jack Daniels.
Yep.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that. That's
he
what's
has
up.
all this, So he's doing a presentation about Uncle Nearest at an event in Tampa.
Is it going to be streamed or no?
I don't know. I have to find out. I can get that information for you.
Well, I need to meet you. I need to meet your brother.
You do. I tried to plan a trip to Fort Lauderdale for everybody to come, but
what happened?
Oh, that's a shot.
That's my spot. Like that's Shayla. Like me and Shayla love Fort Lauderdale. Like that's where we go.
That's where I just came. I just got back from there on Tuesday.
That's where we go. We go to Fort Lauderdale by the sea. All that. With
food and ice Lauderdale
cream.
By the sea.
Lauderdale by the sea. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we need to plan a trip back.
Yeah. Well, I see Devin already at the beach. All of us at the beach right now.
I know. I feel some kind of way that my water ain't moving and y'all's is.
Yeah.
It might be a computer, buddy.
Yeah. What kind of computer you using?
This is a ThinkPad.
Okay.
The IBM joint.
No.
What's Shawnee the background?
It's Lenovo.
Oh, okay.
It's Lenovo. Do people use IBM computers still?
I thought IBM was ThinkPad.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it is. They got different layers.
But it says Lenovo.
Yeah.
Lenovo.
It says Lenovo in the corner.
Okay, we believe you.
Hey.
Excuse me.
All right.
Oh man, Crystal got to sing.
Don't listen to this.
SWV. Let's go.
No.
She practicing for her performance.
Derek, Derek. Do you want to join, Derek? You're the singer.
Yeah, you know what? You should pop one right now, Derek. I'll be your background vocals.
Nah, listen, Dev is on one. He will not be the background vocal. He'll have me out here on a limb by myself.
I will.
By myself.
I wouldn't do that. But you can hold it.
Listen.
You can do it by yourself though.
Nah,
yes.
We're not doing that.
You've been out here sending out molds of your manhood.
I have not done such a thing.
For those who are
you have a manhood line.
Right. Let's
not mine. Remember, we're gonna do uncircumcised.
They know. Let the people hear. Derek Williams is going to start his own dildo company, and it's going to be. It is shaped after his Johnson.
No, that's
because he feels like when he puts it out there, people gonna know who he is.
No,
Derek said no.
That is not what was discussed. That is not.
Good mayor is about to have his own presidential.
Listen, he said people know. That's what you said. People will know.
No, I'm saying when celebrities are different people and they've already started like their own dildo line or whatever line, they market it and brand it. So people know, because they market it and brand it.
No. That ain't what
I didn't say me.
Hey, listen. You said that day.
Listen, I didn't say me because I didn't say me because I said we were going to do an uncircumcised
No, because I said, Derek, they're not gonna know it's your meat. You were like, oh, they'll know.
It ain't mine
because I'm no right. You said, they'll know. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I was talking.
That's what you said, Derek.
I was talking about from branding and marketing.
Now, mind you, Derek is married to a beautiful woman named Shayla. No, he's not in these streets now.
That's right.
We're talking about back when we were in college. We were talking about that. We're definitely not talking about now.
Derek is not out here slinging his meat.
He's not slinging meat right now.
Listen, when I was in college, I was a wholesome gentleman. I was leading people.
Take off the wholesome part.
I was leading people to the altar.
And some. That's what you was.
Take off the loathsome parts.
That's
the loathsome part.
Listen, and with that, we are going to conclude this episode of 5 Things Off the Wall.
Hey, listen, for those who listened and was able to endure, thank you for listening. Make sure you subscribe to all of our platforms, whether it be YouTube, Instagram.
That's right. That's right. Hit the like button,
Spotify,
and subscribe. All right, and everything you do.
You all right? Can you handle it?
Yeah. And everything you do. Take positivity.
Because you really got the Castaway going over there with the beach and the water and this beard. It's real Castaway right now.
You see that?
Yo, all you need to do is you just need to unbutton the collar and you good.
Unbutton the collar, get you a volleyball, put Wilson on there.
You all right?
You're good.
No doubt. All right, y'all. Listen.
Slanging me.
Listen, people. Bang bang. And everything you do, take positivity with you. Appreciate y'all rocking with us on this episode of 5 Things Off the Wall. Peace out.
Peace, beautiful people. It's your boy Dad. Listen, man, follow, like, subscribe. 5 Things Off the Wall. We are available on YouTube and IG. 5 Things Off the Wall. 5TOTW. Peace.